Life's too short. You know, just what's the point of worrying yourself to death over something? Right. The world won't stop just because the washing up's not done.
No bread.
Has Rihanna learnt to express herself in the same forthright way?
Stop it!
Who's going to cover a pizza, darling?
My pizza, you got to do what you were doing.
I am doing what I was doing. I was making a pizza, remember? Come on, chop chop.
Chop chop yourself.
She can be challenging at home, yeah, certainly, because she has her own opinion. She feels very comfortable at voicing her opinion, even if it's contrary to what my opinion is. Uh-oh.
And there could be another reason why Rihanna's behaviour has changed lately. She could be on the verge of puberty, a time when some scientists believe empathy temporarily dips and children can become more challenging.
Well, at least I've got my licence.
Yeah, I'm too young to drive, duh. I want to be a teenager because that means that I can finish secondary school and finish school. Yes!
So do Rihanna's parents think her new attitude is a problem?
I think it's great that Rihanna has her own mind. I love it.
I think Rihanna's got the balance just fine. She's really good and likes to take care of things and nurture them, but she isn't going to be anybody's doormat.
If you do annoy me, I will hit you. If you like chucking stones at me, if you're messing around, if you're calling me names, you will feel the wrath of me. James, will you stop fucking mud at me? More behaviour, it's been a show-off.
Whoa, watch out for Rihanna. There's a girl who knows what she wants. Now, across the UK as a whole, how agreeable are we? We found that the most agreeable part of the UK is Northern Ireland, Scotland's second, followed by Wales, and the least agreeable, the English. And what about within families? Well, interestingly, it seems that if you're the eldest child, you're likely to be less agreeable than your younger brothers and sisters. Over half of all firstborns are low in agreeableness. Women, it seems, are more agreeable than men. Out of those that score highly, 66% are women.
We're really starting to see how our personality is influenced by a jigsaw of different environmental factors, as well as by our genes. But can we take a closer look at how they interact to shape personality? Triplets Mabel, Alice and Phoebe live near Birmingham with mum Tracy, dad Nigel and their 3 older siblings. They're non-identical, so like any other siblings, they share on average half their genes. So how different are they?
Who's the loudest?
She is the loudest.
Which one's the shakiest?
You talk all night, you talk in your sleep. Yeah, I talk in my sleep sometimes.
Biggest chatterbox, Alice.
We all like art. No, I don't. They're both annoying. Especially you. Especially me.
From birth, Tracy tried to figure out the triplets' personalities.
Mabel cries and acts like she wants to be fed, but she just wants a little cuddle. I'd say Mabel was most like me.
Today, Mabel scores high in agreeableness.
Phoebe's as quiet as a little mouse.
Now, Phoebe scores the highest in extroversion.
She's not a little mouse anymore, she's quite copy. Alice, she does complain when she has a wash, but she lets you know what she wants.
Out of the 3, Alice now scores the highest in conscientiousness.
I've got to get a food label and make a food chart of it.
Yeah, I think if you had to organise a
Yeah, she's good at organising.
I think she'd have a clipboard.
Oh, I've done it wrong.
Scientists think that 40 to 50% of personality is inherited. The rest is down to environment. The triplets have different genes, but they're in the same house with the same family, so their environment looks the same.
We've always tried to be completely fair with all of them. We don't treat them differently.
But it's not as simple as you think. Because they had different genes, right from the start, the triplets had different temperaments, which meant that their parents interacted with them in different ways. When they were babies, Mabel often woke at night and ended up cuddled in bed with Mum. Today, Mabel scores highest in neuroticism. Tracy recognised her anxiety levels and responded to them. It's a snowball effect. Because our genes are different, we create different environments for ourselves. And these environments reinforce the genes and influence the development of our very individual personality. But what if their genes were exactly the same? Would we be able to see the effect of environment more clearly? I'm in Glasgow to visit Alex and Ivo. They're identical twins with identical genes.
Hello.
Hi. Hi, I'm Alex. And I'm Ivo.
So do they have identical personalities?
Yeah! Ivo likes drawing more than me. I like art stuff more.
You think you're more artistic?
Yes, definitely.
And what do you think you're better at than
Well, engineering.
Engineering?
Well, I do place the Lego more and I build stuff more.
They're not the same, are they?
They've always been different. What book are you reading? Andrew's Horror It's One.
Ivo doesn't focus, and he doesn't have that intensity of focus the way that Alex does. Whereas Ivo will
come and go.
He gets more distracted.
It's much more like the artistic temperament.
Yeah, he's much more...
Yeah.
So why are their personalities different if their genes are identical and they're growing up together?
They are living the same life in the same environment, doing the same things more or less day in, day out. We don't treat them any differently.
But their behaviour was strikingly different in one experiment we did.
Get ready to turn this over so we can launch it.
Alex turned the kitchen into a space rocket
Yeah, we put the babies in the dump.
and threw the baby in the bin.
Smelly babies.
Ivo had something very different in mind.
Are you not hungry? No, because I've just got to dress the baby. Oh, great.
And their parents have noticed some other differences, which you might not expect in identical twins.
Physically, to me, they look subtly different. There's tangible differences around their chin. Yeah, you can see that Ivo has a narrower, more elfin-shaped face, which is probably more like...
I just think he looks more like my side of the family,
Yeah.
and I think he seems like very like some
Whereas
members
Alex's
of my family.
face is slightly squarer.
And I think he looks more like your dad.
Yeah.
Could rocket-loving Alex's jaw really be wider than his brother's? And how might this influence personality? Well, to me, Ivo and Alex look almost identical, really difficult to tell them apart. So I'm taking them to an expert who can scan their faces and measure the differences between them. We go in here.
Ivo, I'm okay.
That's perfect. So let's grab that.
Dr. Rob Jenkins is an expert in facial perception and social interaction.
So it's a 3D model. You can see it sort of tilted back here. So this is the forehead, the nose and the chin. The colouring is showing us where the faces differ. The blue regions are showing where there's little difference.
These tiny differences, seen in red, can be due to variations in the uterine environment before birth, causing the same genes to behave in different ways. But how could the shape of your face have any effect on your personality?
Faces that look more male tend to be regarded as looking more dominant also. And the signs of that tend to be mostly around the jaw, so you get more of a square jaw.
Actually, sometimes that's interesting too, isn't it? Your first impression of somebody, when you first see their face, can make a striking difference to how you perceive them.
And very quickly, within the first couple of 100 milliseconds, it seems you've made up your mind.
And how you perceive someone affects how you treat them, and this could help shape their personality.
I'm slightly alarmed by the idea that I might treat Alex differently because he looks like my dad.
And even tiny differences in personality are probably amplified by their parents, who have a drive to bring up two different individuals.
And then we have...
So what do the twins think?
Everything. Then we have it's mostly kids that think we're different, and adults mostly think that we're the same.
And what do you two think?
Well, we always think that we're different. I'm never short of a cup of coffee because I've got a coffee machine. But sir, we're going on a mission.
So far we've looked at extroversion, which is about social stimulation, and agreeableness, which is all about how well we read other people. Our next trait is more primal. Neuroticism has a direct effect on how our